The world of hip-hop was barely waking up when the first whispers started circling. Screens lit up with headlines no one saw coming, but Tasha K was already 2 steps ahead, perched on her signature red couch, ready to drop receipts before the blogs even caught up. "Y'all, buckle up," she teased, eyes glinting with mischief. Because what I'm about to reveal about Tokyo Vanity is not just tea, it's a whole flood, and just like that, the audience knew this wasn't another recycled internet rumor. This was the kind of legal drama that could bring an empire crashing down or spark a redemption arc the whole internet would fight over. Tokyo Vanity, the queen of viral anthems, known for her bold personality, slick comebacks, and unfiltered Instagram rants, was no stranger to controversy. She'd weathered many scandals before, the kind that flare up on a Monday and die by Wednesday, a beef here, a clap back there, a misunderstood lyric or two. But even her loyal fans knew this latest mess was on a whole different level. It started quietly, a cryptic tweet, then a deleted post, then a sudden wave of silence from Tokyo Vanity herself. That's when Tasha K swooped in. Her DM is overflowing. With tips, court docs, and voice notes from people close to the situation, she laid it all out. Tokyo Vanity was facing an intellectual property lawsuit over her chart-topping single "Mac in My Bank." The suit wasn't just some angry ex-producer throwing shade. It was an ironclad filing from a rival artist, accusing her of stealing melodies, lyrics, and the entire vibe of a song that had quietly been gaining traction in the underground, seen months before Tokyo's hit exploded. The timeline, as Tasha K revealed, was damning. She showed exclusive receipts, studio sessions, old SoundCloud uploads, text combos that painted a picture of two camps, one feeling robbed the other, caught off guard by the accusations' speed and intensity. This wasn't the first time an artist faced a copyright claim, but the details set this case apart. The plaintiff's legal team was hungry. They claimed not only direct copying, but a calculated campaign to bury the original. With Tokyo's platform and industry connections, Tasha K didn't stop at the paperwork. She broke down how this lawsuit wasn't just about money, it was about reputation, legacy, and whether Tokyo Vanity could ever perform "Mac in My Bank" again without a shadow of doubt following her every note. The potential damages, astronomical. Not just lost royalties, but millions in punitive damages if the court found willful infringement. As Tasha K explained, we're talking career-ending numbers. This is more than a slap on the wrist, this could snatch a whole bag. Y'all. She replayed voice notes, displayed leaked emails, even pieced together a timeline that made it clear the case didn't come out of nowhere. Tensions had been building for months, with subtle shots fired on social media, cryptic interviews, and industry whispers getting louder. And now, with the paperwork served and both camps lawyering up, there was no turning back, but the real twist was Tokyo Vanity's silence. For someone so outspoken, her lack of public comment was deafening. No tweets, no stories, no music drops, just a legal team quietly filing motions and the occasional no comment to desperate paparazzi. According to insiders, the strategy was deliberate. They don't want her saying anything that could be used against her in court, one source claimed. Still, the pressure was mounting. Fans speculated, haters celebrated, and the blogs had a field day dissecting every archived live and lyric. Behind the scenes, Tokyo Vanity's team scrambled, unsure whether to settle or fight. The risk was huge, lose in court, and not only does she pay up, but she risks being blackballed in an industry where reputation is currency. As the days dragged on, more receipts leaked. Studio engineers, managers, even ex-collaborators started picking sides. Some claimed Tokyo had always been the creative force in the room. Others hinted that she'd borrowed ideas before, just never at this scale. The lawsuit's core was a forensic analysis of the two songs' side-by-side breakdowns of melody, hook, and even ad-libs. Musicologists were lined up to testify. Tasha K left nothing to the imagination, dramatizing every development with her signature flair. If this goes to trial, it'll be the music case of the decade. As the legal stakes climbed, the real question for fans and industry insiders alike became, who would blink first? Would Tokyo settle quietly and disappear for a while? Or would she risk it all for a chance at vindication as the media firestorm escalated and hashtag Tokyo Vanity trended on every platform? The entire industry was left in suspense, waiting for the next move from the queen herself. But what shocked everyone wasn't a fiery Instagram live or a diss track, it was absolute silence. Tokyo Vanity had never been one to let accusations slide, but now her team's legal wall was up and every move was calculated. Rumors swirled about frantic late-night calls with crisis managers, deleted drafts of possible official statements, and PR agents threatening to quit if Tokyo posted so much as a cryptic emoji. Paparazzi camped outside her apartment, desperate for a shot or a word, but every door remained firmly closed. Her lawyers filed dense, jargon-filled motions challenging the technicalities of the Mac in My Bank lawsuit, questioning the originality of the rival's song, and arguing that Tokyo's musical DNA was too unique to copy. But with every new leak, every legal maneuver, the public's trust wavered. Fans who had once defended her were now split, some loyal, others openly questioning if their fave had crossed a line no amount of personality could fix. That's where Tasha K stepped in, not just as a commentator, but as the voice of hard truths the mainstream media tiptoed around. In a marathon livestream watched by hundreds of thousands, she unpacked the legal filings with the same flair as a reality TV reunion host. Let's get into this, y'all, because what these lawyers are arguing could change the game for every artist out here. She compared Tokyo's case to infamous music lawsuits from the past: Robin Thicke's Blurred Lines, Katy Perry's Dark Horse, and even historic beefs like Tupac versus Biggie's estate, explaining how the courts had ruled, what mistakes those artists made, and why Tokyo's case was unique. The difference, Tasha K insisted, was the sheer amount of receipts. Baby, these plaintiffs got emails, studio files, voice notes, and timestamps. This ain't hearsay, this is a whole investigation. The potential for a devastating verdict felt real, especially as she speculated about secret settlement talks and backdoor industry deals that might already be in motion. But the case wasn't just about legalities, it was about culture, community, and who gets to control the narrative. Tasha K read statements from fellow artists, some offering support, others calling for accountability. She didn't shy away from the financial devastation at stake. Let's be real, a verdict against Tokyo could freeze her accounts, block her from performing, and kill any brand deal she's been cooking up for years. Most artists don't come back from that. The music industry, already unforgiving, could turn its back in a heartbeat. As weeks passed, Tokyo's streaming numbers slipped, radio hosts debated pulling her songs, and major blogs ran think pieces about the fall of a social media icon. Meanwhile, trolls reveled in the drama, flooding her pages with memes, snake emojis, and conspiracy theories about who really wrote her hits. Every friend, ex, and rival with an old grudge seemed to crawl out of the woodwork, each offering their truth to the highest bidding blog. Through it all, Tasha K stayed relentless. She speculated on Tokyo's legal team's next steps. Would they push for a last-minute settlement, risking public shame but saving her from total financial ruin? Or would they gamble it all in court, banking on a technicality or jury sympathy? With each live stream, Tasha broke down legal precedents and possible outcomes: settlements, injunctions, maybe even a temporary ban on Tokyo's music until the dust settled. She even brought in a real-life IP attorney on video chat who warned, "Copyright law don't care about your followers." If those melodies match up, Tokyo's facing years of court drama and millions lost. It was a harsh reality, and the chat went wild, fans, haters, and bystanders all dropping their hot takes and wild predictions, but behind the spectacle, the emotional toll was clear. Those close to Tokyo Vanity described sleepless nights, shattered confidence, and a genuine fear that her whole career could vanish over one track. Family group chats grew tense, collaborators pulled back. Even old mentors, who once championed her raw, unapologetic energy, now avoided her calls. For Tokyo, every day felt like a countdown, not just to a court date, but to a possible end of everything she'd built from scratch. And yet, In a final twist only reality TV could write, Tasha K left viewers with a dramatic cliffhanger. This story is far from over. Will Tokyo fight to clear her name or fade out in silence? Y'all better stay tuned because when the verdict drops, the whole industry is about to change. The screen faded to black, but the conversation only grew louder. Online fans dissecting legal filings, new leaks dropping at midnight, and everyone desperate to know who wins, who loses, and what does it really cost when your fame becomes your biggest liability. So now the ball is in the audience's court. Is Tokyo Vanity the victim of a system that eats its own? Or did she finally get caught playing a game she thought she could outsmart? Will this lawsuit redefine copyright in hip-hop or just be another scandal lost in next week's cycle? Only time, and maybe the next Tasha K exclusive, will tell. For now, one thing's certain, this isn't just gossip, it's a warning to every artist grinding for a viral hit. Protect your work, know your circle, and remember the internet and the law. Never forget, stay tuned, hit that subscribe, and drop your verdict in the comments. The court of public opinion is in session, and nobody, not even Tokyo Vanity, is safe.